Hi, Orca! Happy June! Well, to kick off our celebration of June, I'm going to read a book to you called This Day in June by Gayle E. Pitman, illustrated by Christina Litton. This book celebrates the history and the culture of the LGBTQ community, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgendered, questioning community. As you can see, this book won the Stonewall Book Award, and that means it was given this award because it's considered exceptional literature that teaches about issues in the LGBTQ community. This book looks at different historical and cultural aspects through the lens of a pride parade. Most major cities around the world participate, but this year, because of COVID-19, there's not going to be parades. And so people are going to find a different way to celebrate Pride. Before I begin reading this story, I want to talk a little bit about the title. It's called This Day in June. Now, you can celebrate Pride any time of the year. It's always good to celebrate the achievements and the culture of the LGBTQ communities, but there is a reason this book is called This Day in June, and there is a reason that we usually have our Pride parades and celebration in June. And the reason is Stonewall. So Stonewall Inn was the name of a gay bar in Greenwich Village in New York, and on June 28, 1969, there was a police raid, which was very common at the time. Police officers would go into gay establishments and arrest people. Well, this was the first time people in the bar and people in a gay establishment resisted being arrested, and they pushed back, and it led to 3 days of riots, and it is also considered to be the mark of the beginning of the gay liberation movement. So that is the reason a lot of our celebrations historically happen in June. This day in June, parades start soon, rainbow arches, joyful marches. Motors roaring, spirits soaring. The parade usually begins with women on motorcycles, motorcycle mamas. Voices chanting, doggies panting. Now, if you look at the illustrations, there is a lot going on. So notice there aren't that many words on each page, so look to the illustrations. So if you look here, you see you see parents supporting their children. And you'll also see a little hint of political activity. It says, moving equality forward. So there's always a social justice piece at the LGBTQ celebrations. Clad in leather, perfect weather. Artists painting, sisters sainting. This refers to the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. This was a group of artists, activists, and self-described nuns that formed in San Francisco starting back in 1979. And they worked together to keep the LGBT community safe. Since 1979, they're still an organization. Banners swaying, children playing. This picture, you'll see some interesting upside down triangles. I see some black triangles and I see some pink triangles. Well, this refers to the upside down black and pink triangles that were used in Nazi Germany during World War II. If you were LGBT, they would put a triangle on you, and sadly, you would be imprisoned. Now the LGBT community uses that triangle as a symbol of pride. Dancers jumping, music pumping. Many LGBT people have found a welcoming and accepting environment in the arts. So that's what this is referring to. Sidewalk shaking, tummies aching. In this picture, I see the symbol for the AIDS virus that has impacted the LGBT community over the years. Painted ladies, crying babies. So the painted ladies in this picture refer to those Victorian houses you see. This is basically a picture of the Castro neighborhood in San Francisco. And San Francisco has, for many, many years, been considered to be the largest gay community in the world. And you can also see Harvey, I believe that's Harvey Milk. He was the first openly gay man to be elected to a public office in California. Fancy dresses, flowing tresses. Loving kisses so delicious. This refers to the fact that it hasn't been very long that LGBT Americans have had the right to get married. All invited, all excited. This day in June, we are all united. The end. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about the LGBTQ communities through the lens of the parade. I also hope that you know that we all love you and your families exactly as you are. Happy Pride. Let's keep celebrating this beautiful culture together.